Okay, great. So let's start. Let me get my face out of the way and put it down here so it's a little bit easier for you to follow. So right now I am on my Facebook page, and you can see here that I have one ad that I am running right now. And this is because it's part of my strategy where I'm going to start running different type of ads, and one of them is going to be to attract people who are looking to try the product first. I have like a free vault with some free templates, which by the way you can get by clicking on the link down below. But right now I'm only running this one ad, and this is what happens. You know, people are scrolling through their feed, Facebook and on Instagram, and they will see my ad. This is the one right here. Let me see if I click on add details. See, this is what they will see, and they're able to read all of the copy, play the video, and the video is just, you know, a scroll through, which by the way, fun fact, this is the very first ad that I ever ran for my business. It's this one right here, and it is still about a year and a half later, my number one video for my business. I don't like it anymore. Like, I don't even use, do you see this font right here? I don't even use that font anymore. So I mean, I've tried prettier ads, but this one is still the number one. And I think it's because people can see the actual product and they can actually recognize that, this is Canva. I've seen that before. And what is this? I think that's what's going on in my customer's mind. But anyway, they see this ad, they click where it says shop now, and that will take them to my sales page, which is this one right here. And on my sales page, a few different things happen. At the very top, you have the try free templates. When they click here, let me click so I can show you. It will take them to another page on my website where they can sign up. They just put their email address. And when they put their email address there, it will do two things. Number one, it will send them an email with a link directly to the free templates, but also it'll immediately redirect to that free vault. If you want to try for yourself, I'm leaving that link. So as soon as they enter the email and click get it, they'll go to the free vault. No need to sign up, nothing. It just takes them directly to it. So that's one aspect of this sales page, and I only started doing this a few months ago. It wasn't like this from the beginning because everyone told me don't do it. Trust me, it has worked for me, so that's why I still keep it there. And as they scroll through, they can see more information. I got a couple of videos in here that I need to update, by the way. And they keep scrolling through, they see all the info, they see the videos. There's a few, like a slide in here where they can see most of the, not all of them, but most of the pages that are included. And that's it. They just go through, they get more information, and that's what's going on here on this sales page. Now, let's say they have a few more questions. Here is a chat option. I am there most of the time. I'm there. If you send me a message at 3 a.m, well, probably I'm not going to be answering. But during the day, before 2 p.m. Eastern time, I'm here. You can text me, chat with me, and I'll be there on the other side responding to your questions. And let's say they're ready to buy, right? They will click here. There's a few opportunities to click on the buy button. This is one of them. When they click on that, it takes them not here. It takes them here. This is my cart, and I use Thrive Cart. And on here is where the actual purchasing transaction happens. And I have kind of a funnel in here, which starts with this. This is the main product. They put their name, their email, they agree to terms and conditions, and they have the choice to add this order bump. It is only $7, and it is 27 pages of different Canva planner layouts that they can use to mix and match with the main product, which is the $27 product, right? And it's wonderful because it's a bunch of pages with different layouts so they can mix and match. So it's a great value. It's only $7. I would say about 80% of the people who purchase this product will end up purchasing the bump, and people love it. So let's say they want to do that. They add the bump. Now, instead of 27, it brings it up to 34. So they put their name, the email, go to step 2. I can't do it right now because you have to put the info, but it will take people to step 2, which is the payment. They put their payment information. After they have put their payment information, they encounter an upsell. And let me look it up. Hold on. And here it is. They see something like this. And this is an upsell for journal templates, which again, they're in Canva. They can use to mix and match with the 2 products that they have purchased. So now a $34 product turned into a $54 product. And that's basically how I make my money, because if they were to purchase only the $27 product, which is the main one that they saw from the ad, if we go back here, the $27 one is the one they saw here. And now I've taken them all the way to the $20 journal templates. If they decide to purchase, then they get this as well. And if they don't want to, then no thanks. They click on that and go to the next one. And remember, all of this is happening inside of ThriveCart. This is not happening on my website. I don't take payment. I can't see people's payments, nothing like that. This is all inside of ThriveCart, and they are the middleman between me and either PayPal, depending on how the person wants to check out. A lot of people use PayPal. A lot of people use just their credit card, and that goes through Stripe. So with ThriveCart is literally the middleman who will then tell PayPal or Stripe to process their payment. So again, I don't see any of that. And when you're running business, you really don't see, I don't take manual payments or any of that. So all of that happens in a secure checkout cart. So after that happens, after someone has purchased and they get to the thank you page, then this is where all of the automations start happening. And these days I use Zapier. I started using them a couple of months ago and I love it. I mean, it's ridiculously expensive. 'Cause I think I paid like $600 for the year. Yeah. But honestly, it saves me a lot of time. It has cut into email customer service, but I'm going off topic. So anyway, I use Zapier to do 2 things. So what Zapier will do is, this first one, let me click on it. Let me see if I click on it, nothing will happen. I hope I can just show you. Okay, perfect. So this one is from Shopify, because I do have a Shopify store. That's a whole other conversation. Let me look for the one that, hold on. Okay, I found it. So what this does is actually a few things. It will add the buyer when they purchase the main product, which would be this one. It adds them, I'm in the wrong screen. Where is it? Here. Okay. It adds them from ThriveCart first to Flowdesk. And let me show you Flowdesk right here. It'll add them to this segment right here in Flowdesk. And it will also add them to Teachery. Teachery is where I host all of my products, and this particular product lives inside of Teachery. So that's what Zapier does. 2 things. Number 1, sends them to Flowdesk, which adds them to the correct segment into my email list. Then sends them to Teachery, and it creates an account for that user inside of Teachery. So that's one thing I don't have to do. I don't have to be sending a lot of emails. Zapier will do it for me. It will create that account inside of Teachery, and Teachery will send the customer an email. Hey, click here to access your purchase. And what people see actually is this. This is what they see, and they get all of their downloads, all of their links, their tutorials, all of that good stuff. This is the back end. This is what I see inside of Teachery. But that's just for the main product, because if we go back to Zapier, what happens is when someone purchases the bump, remember that bump? Let me go back here. That's not it. That's not it. Over here. Okay. This bump right here. when people purchase that bump, what it does, Zapier adds that email inside of Flowdesk. And let me show you what that looks like. So right here. So Zapier will add that person's email to Flowdesk. This is the bump the 27 add-on pages. So they ask them to this segment. Then Flowdesk will start a workflow, which is this one right here. They will send an email to that customer with a link to download the 27 add-on pages. So see how all of that is automated? I created the workflow inside of Flowdesk that is triggered by Zapier. So that's where it all starts. Thrivecart triggers Zapier. Zapier triggers the workflow in Flowdesk. Then, if the person purchased that $20 journal in here, it kind of does the same thing. Then that would be this workflow right here. What it does is Zapier will then add the person. Let me go back to my audience segments here. Okay, so journal. Here it is. So journal template members. So what it will do is it will add the person to my list here inside of Flowdesk, and it will also add people in Teachery. And let me show you what that looks like. So right here, this would be the journal templates members area. And same thing as with the other one, Zapier will tell Teachery to create an account for that customer. And then Teachery sends an email to the customer for them to click on the link to come over here and access their product. And when that happens, then they see this right here. And they have access again to their downloads, to their tutorials, all of that. So at this point, I did nothing. Everything is automated and I didn't have to do anything. All I have to do at this point is if something breaks, which so far it hasn't happened, if something breaks, I have to go in and do it manually for the person. Usually what happens is that the email goes to spam, which hasn't happened a lot lately, but sometimes it happens, it goes to spam and people email me like, hey, where's my login information? And I'm like, yeah, check your spam folder. So basically that's the only thing I have to do. It happens maybe a few times a week, but that's it. It's not really a lot. At this point, it is very reliable. And that's it. That's the whole funnel from the moment someone sees me either on Facebook ad or an Instagram ad to the moment where they log into Teachery to actually use their product. And in the middle, I didn't have to do much. All of these automations that I have work for me to get that person where they need to go. I only have to do the back end if someone has an issue. That's it. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Let me put my face over here because I want to show you. I get this question a lot. And that is, where do I build my sales pages? I don't use anything fancy. I just build them on my website. That's it. This is my website right here, and I'm going to show it. I'm going to link it down below. Let me go here. There we go. And here it is. This is what show it looks like. On the back end, this is where I build everything. I absolutely love it. It is the easiest thing ever. If you can use Canva, you can use this. Or if you have used Adobe, see, it kind of looks a little bit like Photoshop, Illustrator, that type of thing. If you can use that, you can use this. It's literally the easiest thing ever. Literally drag and drop. See, all I need to do is click on this and I can change the text. I can click on this and here's a video that I can move around. See how I'm just moving it around any way I want to. That's it. Here is an image that I'm literally just moving around everywhere. If I don't want it here, say I want it here. From now on, that's it. That's all I have to do. And let me send it back. I actually want it just there. So yeah, this is Show It. This is where I build my sales pages. This is where I link everything. If I wanted to change everything, this is where I go. So I don't use any ClickFunnels, any of that complicated, very expensive things. I don't use any of that. let's talk a little bit about money. I didn't think about including that here, but let's talk a little bit about money and what I spend yearly for this. For Show It, I think I pay $288 per year for the whole year to have my site and my blog. They have different packages. I think the cheapest one is like $20 a month, where you can build a website if you just want a website. But if you want a blog, I believe it's $29 a month. So I pay yearly. I think it's $288. That's what I pay. Then Thrivecart, which is what I use for checkouts. Thrivecart was a one-time payment that I made April 2020, and I believe was $700 or very close to that amount. Again, they have like two different levels. One-time payment, $700. Another options would be Sam Card and things like that, but they're like $100 a month. That's bananas to me. So I just made the one purchase, $700. It works wonderful. I never had an issue. Customer service is, oh my goodness, just perfection. I'm telling you. So there's that. Also, Flowdesk is about $200 per year, I believe. I think it's $19 a month. And if you pay yearly, it ends up being like $220, something like that. I believe that's what I pay. I used to be on MailerLite, and it was about $50 a month because I have, 9,400 subscribers. So it was about $50 a month. But I since changed to Flowdesk, and I pay about $220 per year. And that's it. And then whatever fees PayPal and Stripe charge me, which is about 5% of every sale. No, less, like 3 or 4%, something like that. That's it. That's all I pay. And of course, whatever I pay, Facebook for the ads, which these days, and if we go in there, I'm going to go real quick because I want to show you. Yeah. So I'm spending about $100 a day and getting about 2 or 3 times return on ad spend. So I spend $100. I usually get back about 300 or 400. That's normal. On a good day, I get like 600. And in a really, really, really good day, like in the beginning last year over the summer, I was getting like $1,000 a day with like anywhere between 100 and 150 per day. So yeah, I also want to say that it's not cheap to run ads, but also it pays off. If you do it correctly, it does pay off. I hope I answered all of the questions that you have. If you still have questions, leave them down below. I'm an open book. I will answer any question when it comes to what I use, to money, anything like that. Just let me know. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.